Good afternoon to you all once again, and welcome to the technical session of our webinar. So, in this session, I will walk you through how you can access data, that is information that has been captured into the system by your field reps when they are in the field through the FigGem application. So, I will show you how you can access that data, how you can extract it into meaningful reports, as well as some of the valuable insights that you can get based on all the data that is collated and captured in the FigGem system. So this is quite important because as a business, when you make decisions about how you want your business to proceed or go forward, data is an important element to take into consideration. So all that data that is captured in the FigGem system can be valuable data, important data that you can use to decide how you want your business to proceed going forward. So without really wasting too much of your time, I will take you through the FigGem web platform. I've created a demo client for the purposes of this webinar, which is where I'm going to be navigating, just showing you what you need to do if you need to get important information from the FigGem platform. So what you can see here is what we call the dashboard. So the dashboard is that place where we get high level productivity information based on what has been captured on the FigGem platform by your field reps. So the dashboard gives you a snapshot of 14 days. So what you see on the dashboard are reports of what has happened in your system over the past 14 days. And as you can see here, when you get onto the dashboard, what you can see here is the total number of jobs that have taken place over the past 7 days. So we've got 70 jobs in total that have been carried out by all the users on this platform. So by jobs, I'm referring to photos, orders, all forms of surveys, custom form surveys, when new stores are added, check-ins, tasks. Every task that has been carried out in the FigGem system is recorded as a job. So the total number of jobs that have been carried out on the platform is 70. This percentage here shows you an increase or a decrease in the number of jobs week on week. So as you can see, there has been a 31% drop in the number of jobs that were carried out this week as compared to the previous week. And you can see all of that in a graph here. So this graph that you can see at the bottom, green represents this current week and black represents the previous week. So you can then be able to track and see the trends of how jobs have been carried out. So for example, you can see that there were 14 jobs in the black line, which represents the previous week, that were carried out last week. And this week there were 15 jobs, that is for Thursday. So coming to Friday, this week had 4 jobs, the previous week had 46 jobs. Saturday, this week had 3, the previous week had 4 jobs, and so forth. So this is what you can get from the dashboard. Then we move on to photos. So as you can see, there were 6 photos that were taken, and this percentage shows that there has been no change, meaning that there were 6 photos taken this week as well as the previous week. So to show all of that in a graph, you click where it says show graph, and you can also see the graph. So the graph is quite standard. The same way that it appears for all jobs is the same way that you can see the graphs here for photos. We move on to orders. There are 11 orders. There's a 15% drop in the number of orders in this week as compared to the previous week. Again, you can click that to see all of that information distributed on a graph here. We move on to price surveys. There's been 7 price surveys, which is 0%, meaning that there's been no change. So it's either there's no increase or decrease in the number of surveys that have been carried out on the FigGem system. Then we move on to check-ins. So as we can see, there are 14 check-ins that have happened this week, which is 27% rise as well in the number of check-ins that have happened So likewise, we also have quick stock surveys, 5 quick stock surveys, 17% drop, 7 custom forms have been carried out on the system, which is a 42% drop. Product survey, add stores. So this also refers to all the new stores that have been added on the system and so forth. So this is what we can see from the dashboard. So apart from the graph, the dashboard also gives you a snapshot or a report of all the inactive users on the Fiction platform. So as you can see, we've got here TV sales and home, as we can see, which is based in Harare. It's been inactive for 173 days, and you can see all that information here. The good thing is this can be extracted into a report, which has been downloaded here into a CSV file. And once you click on the CSV file, there you go. You've got that report now downloaded, and you can make use of it in any way that you deem necessary. So we move on to back to our dashboard. You can also see the list of inactive users on the system. So as you can see, Derek has been inactive for 180 days. Tatenda has been inactive for 308 days. All this can also be downloaded into an Excel or a CSV format report. Then we have today's activities. So what this platform does is activities are they are recorded on this section of our dashboard as they come, meaning that the latest job goes on top and the earliest job that has been carried out for the day is at the bottom. So if you ever want to see what has been happening with your guys on the field, you just take a look at this and you can be able to see all of that, right? Then we can also, we've got the map function after the dashboard. We can also show you where your customers are located. So the purpose of this map function is to show the distribution of your productive customers across the globe, or is it in a region or in a country. So as you can see here, there are 58 jobs that have been carried out in Zimbabwe. You can make use of a filter, of this date filter, to show you to increase the amount of time in which your report is valid. So as you can see, there are 128 jobs. If you click further, it shows you the exact place where the jobs have taken place. As you can see, we've got 3 jobs that have taken place in this area here, and in Harare there are 125 jobs. So if you click in Harare, you can also see the distribution of the jobs in Harare. 1 job in Melbourne, 119 jobs in the CBD, and 4 close to Joanna City here. And if you are to click there, you can be able to see more information surrounding that job. So as you can see here, it shows you that this is a TM Budiriro and the person who did the job was Trevor. So this is what you can see by use of the maps. Then we move on to the jobs. So from here, you can then be able to see a report of all the jobs that have been done on the FigJam system. As you can see, this report breaks down the reports by device, user, job type, store, FigJam ID, and the time. So here we've got look, did a task cancellation job at Food World. This is your job ID, and this is the time that it was carried out. So you can make use of the filters once again. So I can decide to see all the jobs from May. So this is the date filter, and I can break it down to orders. So I want to see orders from this date to that date, and I may want to see orders by Trevor, and you search for that, and you can see these are the orders that Trevor has done. If you click here, you can get more information now about that specific order. So as you can see, these are the store details where the order was carried out. This is the client, and these are the details of the order, including the prices, right? And so you can use all this filter to search for, to filter by job category and so forth. The good thing is you can export this again in the same way. So it's quite standard across the board. The same way that you use to filter is the same way that you can use here. So we can also get reports about checking logs, about photos, about orders, quick stock surveys, price surveys, product surveys in the same way. So we've just taken a look at orders, but you can also see these are price surveys here. So you can get reports of your price surveys through the system here. So you can see this is a coffee survey. If you click view reports, you can be able to see the kind of reports that have been done. So if you open, this is the information of all of the coffee survey that was carried out by this user, right? Then from there, you can also move on to price surveys. So we've done the price surveys as well, so you can view reports about the price surveys. Yeah, so you see Evans Hearts. This is the price. Is it priced? Yes. Is it on the shelf? Yes. So this is where you can get all that information. So apart from these reports that you can get from the FigGen platform, you can also get we can also customize and create specialized reports that speak into your specific needs for your business. So as you know, you can make use of these standard reports that are found on the FigGen web. But apart from that, there are also some other reports through our studios. We've got a data analysis team, our data analysts here who can build specific reports. So this is an example of such a report. So as you can see, um, this report summarizes the jobs done. So now this is a summary of all the jobs that have been done. Instead of just getting a list of the jobs, you can now see the composition of the jobs. 49,590 photos have been done, 30,171 check-ins have been done, custom forms 13,705. And again, you can play around with the filters here to decide the period that you want to monitor, um, which is from this start date to that end date. You apply, and as you can see, once you click search, you can be able to get all of that information here. Again, you can see jobs done. They can be broken down by salesperson. So we see that this person did 446 photos, this person did 6 check-ins, 0 custom forms, 0 orders, and so forth, depending on the period that we have filtered to monitor. So again, this report can also give you further details about the jobs through the dashboard. So you can see this is the distribution now of the number of photos that were done by Spencer, the number of check-ins, the number of custom forms, the number of orders, and so on. Then we've got the order summary here. So this then allows us to get a full summary of all the orders, the number of orders that have been carried out, and so forth. So, in a nutshell, this is the sort of information that we get from the FigGen platform, um, how you can extract all that data, and the valuable insights that you can be able to capture from our FigGen platform. I will then allow for us to go to questions. Thank you very much.